What's going on, guys? Not going to be there tonight, so I just wanted to share my thoughts on SummerSlam. And as far as Sam goes, I just want to say, buddy, no, congratulations, you won. It was a good season. I had a good time, guys. Hopefully you guys are all down for season number 3. Or what season are we on? 4? I don't know. Whatever season's coming up, hopefully you guys are all up for it. And we're going to have a good time. As far as last night goes, it was a really weird show. And in the end, I just wasn't even sure what I thought. It left a really bad taste in my mouth. But there were some really good things on the show. But I don't know. Basically, we missed half the show. Me and Minahan turned it on. Apparently, it was 5 hours long. 5 hours? Get out of here. So we missed a bunch of the matches. Only thing's important to say about this is Sami Zayn is stuck doing nothing after having 2 amazing headlining pay-per-view stints with Kevin Owens. I don't know what's going on there. And Chris Jericho and Kevin Owens beat Big Cass and Enzo, and that's fine with me. I'm okay with that. They're obviously going to have more matches for the feud. That's fine. And, you know, there'll be more. Enzo and Cass will win the feud. I guess at one point, Owens threw Enzo up into a pop-up powerbomb, and came down into the code breaker, which apparently was pretty nasty, and they almost totally botched the shit out of it. But they did end up, nailing it, so... Charlotte beat Sasha Banks, won the title back. Very weird. Totally could not have predicted that. Apparently Sasha almost died twice during the match. She fell on her head. And when she went to the back, she was being carried back by referees. They weren't playing it up for the camera. She was really hurt. And I guess she's taken time off to heal from injuries, not just from that match, but other injuries she had. So I guess Charlotte's going to be the champion and maybe feud with Becky Lynch. Maybe Becky will finally get the title, which is what I'm hoping. Miz beat Apollo Crews, whatever. Miz is honky tonk man. He's going to have that title forever. Match of the night, AJ Styles beat John Cena. Clean. It was an amazing match. You guys should totally go back and watch it. It was phenomenal. No pun intended. It was great. John Cena kicked out of the Styles Clash. AJ kicked out of an AA. AJ kicked out of the Super AA or whatever, the one he does from the top rope, which was ridiculous. I've never seen anybody kick out of that. Kevin Owens maybe did last year? I don't know. But anyway, that was phenomenal. And John Cena just had this look of disbelief. He looked like he'd seen a ghost. He could not believe that AJ kicked out. It was just really good storytelling from both of them. A great match, probably 20, 25 minutes. Best match of the night, by far. Totally go back and watch it. And in the end, Styles hit another Styles Clash and a forearm and beat John Cena 1-2-3. So AJ is the number 1 heel on SmackDown, hopefully going after Ambrose's title. That was great to see. The Gallows and Anderson beat the New Day by DQ when Big E came down to help the New Day and Jon Stewart, and this was very short. There wasn't too much going on here. I thought for sure that Gallows and Anderson were going to win the titles, but not on this night, I guess. So New Day apparently going to be champions forever as well. I think that loss is coming, though. It's coming soon. The crowd started to get... Now, at this point, the crowd just started to get really, out of it. And, it's you're 4 hours into the show. Everyone's tired. And it started to really hurt the show. Ambrose fought Ziggler in a match that just wasn't that good. Nothing... It was just kind of boring. And it was a typical Raw match. Ambrose was doing some hilarious shit to try to make things funny. But he was kind of acting like a heel. But it just... I don't know. There wasn't much to it. He won clean with dirty deeds. I expected a Ziggler heel turn afterwards. I expected him to go frustrated and lose it. Maybe he'll do that tonight in Raw, but just not a whole lot happened there. It was just kind of a dud. The crowd really was not into it, which didn't help. Nikki Bella came back in a match that I'm not even going to bother talking about, but it was, I don't know, it's cool to see Nikki Bella back, I guess. So again, the match order was weird. So there was already one title match, and then Finn Balor beat Seth Rollins. He's the first undisputed champion. Complete shock. Did not see Finn Balor winning the world title in his 3rd match in WWE, but he did, and it was a good match. But again, nothing great, nothing crazy to happen. It didn't stand out. The crowd was tired, so they just kind of weren't giving it the full reaction that I think it deserved. It was a great match, but it kind of was missing something. Finn Balor won, so that was a cool moment. The title looks like complete shit. It's the biggest piece of shit on. Everybody's just trashing it. It's undeservedly so. Then there was going to be the U.S. title match after the world title matches, because that makes a lot of sense. It didn't happen, though, because Roman Reigns came down and beat the fuck out of Rusev before the match even started. I mean, he beat the fuck out of him. hit him with a nasty spear, too. He speared the shit out of him. So that was that. And Rusev couldn't compete. They had to, like, carry his ass out. So, you know, it was a beatdown. But it was like a beatdown you'd see on Raw. Like, it wasn't, like, why was that at the pay-per-view? Why did they have a match on Raw, and then a pretty good match, actually, and then have the beatdown on the pay-per-view? Like, what the hell is going on here? I don't even know. And then the main event was Lesnar and Orton, and I don't know what to say. Maybe watch this, because it was pretty short, and pretty much it was just Lesnar annihilating Randy Orton. Orton hit him with 2 RKOs. Obviously wasn't enough. It was like pretty much 95% Lesnar beating the fuck out of Orton. And then in the end, he hit him with an F5 and Orton kicked out. And then he just took off the gloves and just got on him MMA style and just started hammering him with forearms. And I mean, he busted him open like pool of blood. Like blood was just pouring from his head. It was gross, dude. It was pretty gnarly. And ref stopped the match. All these trainers came in. He kept beating on him. You know, it was, you know, to pretty good effect, but it was very, like, anticlimactic and just kind of okay. And then Shane O'Mac came down and tried to check on Orton. That didn't, Lesnar didn't like that. He ended up F5ing Shane O'Mac and just left everybody laying in a pool of blood, basically. And that's how the show ended. Just Lesnar laughing, like, walking up the ramp. No Goldberg, no anybody else coming down, no nothing. Like, it was just very odd, really weird way to end. Don't know. I think the crowd was kind of pissed off. Everybody was tired. It was just a shitty ending. And they should. I mean, if they were going to do that, they should have had that match go on, and then had Finn Balor and Seth Rollins go on at the end. Have Finn Balor be the first U.S. title. They can have like the big confetti celebration for Finn Balor. Yay, new era. You know what I mean? So, but they didn't do that. I don't know. Just a very strange pay-per-view, and not a whole lot worth watching. Just too long, and you know, too long and too many missed opportunities, I'd say. But we'll see how it shakes out on Raw and SmackDown. All right, peace out, guys.